All right. I think we can start. Am I audible? Can you all hear me? Okay, great. So guys, I hope you had your breaks. I think for the last three classes, last 3 days we didn't have any class. So let's start with today's session. We'll start with the quiz as usual. So a quick recap: in the last class, we learned about new measure and new column in DAX. I gave you a lot of problem statements, and you worked on those problem statements to get the output. Right. So I'll be sharing the link. Please take this quiz. I'll give you all 5 minutes. It's 8:33 now. I'll give you time till 8:38. Complete this quiz. Then we'll discuss the answers. Guys, you have another 2 more minutes. Try completing this. Okay, I can see a lot of you have completed it. I think let's discuss the answers. So give me a minute. I'll share my screen. Okay, I hope you all can see my screen. Let's discuss the answers. First one, what is the primary purpose of if function in DAX? Yeah, what about others? What do you think? What is the primary purpose of if function? It's option B, which is to perform conditional logic by different values based on a condition. Right. If you want to get specific output based on conditions, you can use the if function. Which of the following is the correct syntax of if function in DAX? Right, that's option A. So this is option B, this is option A, where we will be writing if and then the condition. The condition is also known by this term logical test. So you will be writing the logical test and then what is the value if true and what is the value if false. Same as Excel, this is the correct syntax of if function in DAX. In Power BI, which of the following visual is best suited for displaying a single numeric value? Card, right? A card visual. So any number that you want to represent, it's not useful. If it is just a single number, it's not useful putting it like a bar. So the best way to do it is by using a card visual. What happens if you use an if function in a measure inside a card visual? If you use if, it will return a single value based on the if function's logic. Right? We have not done this, but if you try using an if function, if you try to create a new measure and then put it inside a card visual, it will return a single value based on the if function logic. Based on the logic, it will be giving the if function. The last one, which function can be used inside an if statement to check for missing values in a column? Now, this is something that might be new for you. And this is where the documentation, what I shared in the last class end, would be really helpful. Right? The documentation would be helpful for you to understand the functions that we have not learned. So is blank will actually help to see if there is any missing value. Right? So if it is blank, we can fill it with some other values or we can mention different values. This is on how you can work with DAX. Now, what we will do now is we will be working with Power Query. Now, there is this new concept of Power Query, which we will all be covering. So give me a minute. I'll share the link for the data set and, you can download the data, but just give me 1 minute. Yeah, I have a text file. This time we are not going to use an Excel. For a change, we'll be using a text file. So let me share the link for the data set. Everyone, please go to this link and download the data. Yeah, I'm putting the link for the data set on the chat. Now you'll be finding this, you'll be finding the data set. The name is Power Query and it is a text file. Right? It's a text file. So please download this Power Query text file and it will then, we will be using it. I'll tell you how to load it and all, but please download it. I'll give you all a couple of minutes. Once you have the data set ready, just let me know. Once you have it ready, you can just let me know. This is the link. I've shared the link on the chat. Please use this link and download the data, which is powerquery.txt. It's a text file. Guys, please let me know once you have downloaded it. I'll give you all a minute more. How about others? You have downloaded it? All right. So I'll also share my screen and let's go ahead with working on this. So it's usual. However, you load an Excel file in the same way, we can also load the text file into our Power BI screen. So let's try this. And what we will do now is, see, open up blank Power BI, and this time you can see that there is this option of get data. So usually you directly select this Excel workbook, or you will be going into get data and select this Excel workbook. But this time we'll go under get data, and you can see that there is this text or CSV option. Even if you have a CSV file, an Excel file given to you in a CSV format, you will be using this text or CSV, right? So get data, text or CSV, and just select this Power Query. Click on this Power Query and give open. This is the file that you have. So get data, you can select text or CSV and select this Power Query, but please hold on. I don't want you to click on load. We'll not try this. We'll not be clicking on load. We'll do it with a different, option. Every time, we'll not be selecting only load. We might be going with transform data options also, and that's what we'll do now. So have a look. I'll repeat this. Get data, text or CSV, and click on Power Query, open. Right? You can click on Power Query and you can give open, and then you will be on the screen. Now, once you're on this screen, you can see that this is a very small data. In fact, this is a data that will help you to understand Power Query, but this is not a huge data. Mostly an example data is what we have here. Using this data, we'll be doing some analysis. We'll be understanding the concept of Power Query. So what I want you to do is, once you're on this screen, everyone please select this transform data option. Now, when you select transform data option, a new window will open. It will no more be the Power BI. It will be opening a new window, and this window is called as Power Query Editor. Right. So let this get open for me, but everyone please make sure that you select the transform data option and don't select the load option. Please go with the transform data if you want to work with Power Query. Are you all on the screen? Are you all on the screen called as Power Query Editor? Okay, a quick idea about Power Query. Now, if you're learning Power Query here in Power BI, it will actually be helping you on Excel also. This is a concept that is present in both Power BI as well as in Excel. And if you know Power Query, you can say that you know advanced Power BI, you know advanced Excel. We'll be using this Power Query. It's a Microsoft tool and it is developed by M language. Right? It is developed by M language. There is no full form. It's developed by Microsoft, so it could be M language, but there is no official full form for M. Right? The programming language behind this Power Query is M language. The purpose of Power Query is for data cleaning. Right? You can use it for cleaning the data, and you can use it for anything. You can use it for data transformation, data manipulation, but mostly it is used for data cleaning. Right. Let's go ahead and let's clean this data a little bit. Now here you can see that there is this name, there is email, mobile number, age, city, order date, and you also have price. Now what we would be doing here is we'll be working with probably, the date a little bit. We'll be working with name, email, and, city. Now understand one thing about Power Query. It is an advanced tool, but it's not very difficult. In fact, it's one of the most easiest things to do in both Excel and Power BI because it has no formulas. All you need to do is just click on the values and click on few buttons. With that, you will be able to solve your problems or solve your issues. So let's try this. Let's try working on Power Query and let's see how good it is, to clean. But notice one thing in Power Query before you start working, there is no Control Z. Now, if you do a mistake or if you do some data step by mistake, you cannot get it back by Control, Z. Okay, 1 minute. COVID-19 data. Okay, let me just give. Someone is asking for the data set link. Let me just give that. Yeah. All right. Now, if you do anything by mistake, and it's very simple. For example, let's say this mobile number. You have selected this mobile number and by mistake, you are deleting it, right? If you want to delete any column, you can press you can select this. You can choose all these options on top, which we will be doing it in a minute. But if you want to delete it, you can click on the delete button. They have deleted this mobile number. Now what happens is when I press Control Z, if I press Control Z on my keyboard, it will not be back. However, this doesn't mean that you cannot go back to a step. You can. The only thing is Control Z will not work. So how do you go back to a step? How would we do that is here. You can see that there is this option of applied steps on the right side. In this applied steps, you can see there is this removed column, which is the latest one. And on the left side of removed column, you see a small cross. Click on this and your column would be back. Now, my suggestion here is I don't want you to do things in a hurry and miss out on this, because when you miss out on this, sometimes your analysis will not be proper and you might need to go back a lot of steps. So whenever you work on Power Query, do it properly and do it slowly, right? Don't do it in a hurry so that you are not missing out on steps. Clear till this, everyone? Guys, are you all clear with how to load a data into Power Query and how to bring back a step? Okay, I'll give you a minute. Try this. Try deleting a column and just one column. And once you have deleted this, bring it back by this. In applied steps, just click on the cross so that it will be back. And I'll repeat it if you're not clear. I'll just select any column. If you want to delete, press on the delete key on your keyboard. And you can see that in applied steps, this removed column would be there. Next to this removed column, you would be closing it. But keep in mind, Control Z is something that will not be working. I hope you're clear on this. I'll give you all a minute. Make sure that your work is done and you have deleted and brought back a column. And then we will be working on cleaning these things, cleaning the names, cleaning the city name and the product name. Okay, how about others? Others, have you done this? Okay, on Power BI, I get a question on the chat. Is there any significance of every type of graph in Power BI? There is a significance, not just in Power BI. In fact, a bar chart has a specific purpose, a pie chart has a specific purpose. So it's more than Power BI, it is with data visualization. There are significance of charts in data visualization. So try to learn about it, try to learn about why each charts are used. Now let's do a few things. I said we will be cleaning the data, right? So here you can see these names are not proper. And when I say they are not proper, they are not standard. A few letters are small, lowercase, a few letters are in uppercase. And that's how these names are mentioned. Usually this is not how the names would be given. When someone writes a name, they follow it in a specific pattern. Either every character would be in uppercase or it would be a combination of upper and lowercase. Now here, what we would be doing is we'll be making a few changes and we will be trying to get this name into a proper manner. Right? Let's see how we can get this name in a proper manner. For doing that, see, okay, first of all, maybe let's understand this. You have this home tab where there are a lot of options present on top. There is this transform tab and there is this add column. Using this, we will be making some changes, right? We will be doing the formatting. Now, the job here is we'll create a new column. Have a look. I'll be putting it in the chat. The objective is to create a new column with proper names, right? We will be creating a new column with proper names. And let's see how we can do that. So for doing it, you can select name. You can go to add column. You can see that there is this add column on top. And under add column, there is the format. Now for any data cleaning or any data formatting, especially with text data, you can go with this format option. Right? Now let's see how we can go ahead and how we can use this format. So we'll select this name under this format. For now, let's go with uppercase. Uppercase means I want every character to be in uppercase, right? You can just select this uppercase. Now what happens is when the minute you click on uppercase, you select this column, you go to add column, you go to format and select uppercase. You scroll to the right and at the end, there is a new column that is created and this column is called as uppercase. And this would be having the names in uppercase. Right. So everyone, please try this. Select this first column, go to format, and you can choose anything. But here we are going with the uppercase format. Right. Try this. Try selecting this uppercase. And you can check on the right side end. The names are now in proper format. We'll also change it into different format. But yeah, please try this. And let me know once you have done this, once you have changed it into uppercase. Okay, if you have done, great. What we will do is let's also change this name. See, you can see that the column name is uppercase. If you want to change it, I'll not be changing it, but if you want to change name of any column, just double click on that column. When you double click, it will be working and here you can give any name, right? I'll call it as UC name, uppercase, right? You can also give this as UC name. So all you need to do is double click on the column name and you can change the columns. Now, not only that, with this name, if you don't want uppercase, you can go to format. There is this term called as capitalize each word. Now, most of us write our name like this. When you go with capitalize each word, what happens is the first letter would be capitalized. Not the entire term, not all the words or all the letters would be capitalized, but the first letter of every word would be capitalized. So I'll click on this and here, capitalize each word. The names are like this. And it is up to you, how do you want to clean it? Sometimes you want to keep everything in lowercase, sometimes everything in uppercase, sometimes you want to capitalize each word. Now that is up to you. How do you want to do it? Right, so this is capitalized versions of the name. Now what I'll do is I'll give you all a minute and you can go with your, you can go with your way. Objective, clean the name, city and product names. Have it in a standard format, which means choose one format and have it across the column. Right? For city, if you decide to go with uppercase, then keep it everything in uppercase. Right, try this. I'll give you all maybe 3-4 minutes, work on this, and then we will go ahead. Now you can make changes to your original column. You don't need to create a new column. For that you will be selecting transform. For some of you, the changes will happen on the same column. It will not be creating a new column. What happens is, in this case, you might have selected transform. Then that's up to us. If you want, you can go ahead with creating a new column. For that, you will select add column. If you want to make the changes on the same column, you'll be selecting the transform option. Both works and it is up to you. How do you want to change it is something that you can go ahead. Right. I hope you're clear on this, everyone. Please work. Please make changes to the city column and the product column. Name, I assume you all would have made the changes already. Once you have done it, you can let me know. Once you have changed, made the name, which is customer name, city, and the product into proper format, you can let me. I'll give you all another 2 minutes. By 9:03, I'll also be doing it. How about others? Guys, have you all done this? Okay, I'll do it. Now what we will do is let's change the original column this time. Let's not create any new column. So we'll go to transform. And here in this transform option, what we will do is we will select this one minute, yeah, format. And here for city also, I'll be going with capitalize each word. Right, this is how properly cities are named. The first letter would be capital. Product, let's go with uppercase. Right, you can go with lowercase, but no one actually keeps it in lowercase. So format, I'll be keeping it at uppercase. Guys, are you all clear? Any doubts in this? How about others? Okay, and what we will do is let's now look at a few other data cleaning that you can do. Right, more than data cleaning, let's talk about data extraction. See, here we have the email, right? Now, email usually goes like this, right? Every email would be going like this. Username at company dot domain. Right, just have a look at what I'm giving on the chat. Every email ID that you see will actually be having this. It will have the username at followed by the name of the company, where either if it is an official email, it will be company name. If it is college, it will be the college name or the host name and so on, followed by the domain. Now, what do you mean by domain is .com, .org, .in, .tv, .ai. All these are the different domains. Now, from the email ID that we have, we will be extracting the username. So let us extract username, company name, and domain name. Like, let us extract username, company name, and domain name from the email. So for this, I'll not be transforming on the original column. I'll be adding a new column. So you can see that there is this add column. Now, what is this add column? How does this work? From this add column, I want to extract specific elements, right? And have you guys heard about this term called as delimiter? Anyone? I'm putting it on the chat. Have you guys heard about this term called as delimiter? Yes, no? Okay, delimiters are nothing but symbols that separate terms, words, or numbers, right? Yeah, this is our data, or this could be our data. You can see after every term, there is a comma, or to do a new one here, you can just see if I write it like this: name, comma, age, comma, location. And in the next line, I'll just write the name, I'll write the age, I'll write the location, something. Now, you can see that every term here is separated by a comma. This comma is called as the delimiter. So any symbol that separates the words, or that separates the numbers or symbols or anything, any symbol that separates the terms, it's called as a delimiter. Now what happens here is, luckily in our email ID, there is a delimiter. Right? The delimiter here is username is anything that comes before at. Any word or letter or any number that comes before at is your username. You all agree with me? Any term that comes before the at symbol is your username. You guys agree? Yeah, how about others? And using this concept only, we are going to extract the username. So any term before at would be your username. So I'll go to add column, I'll go to extract. And here you can see there is this text before delimiter, text after delimiter, and text between delimiter. I'm going to teach you only one, and the remaining things you are going to do it. So I'll go to this select email, I'll go to add column, extract, I'll go to text before delimiter. And when I select this here, it says just delimiter. And here, if you want, you can go with this advanced option, but now I'll not be going with advanced option. I'll just say add. Right? So here you can see delimiter is at. I'll not choose any advanced option. I'll just say at, and I'm going to give OK. Right. Okay. Since I made changes to my data, it is like this. Okay, 1 minute. Fine. Okay, don't worry about this. See, my data is having some changes because I updated my data. For you, it will not be there, but still it's fine. Only this one is changing. Only the company names are changing. So go to email and go to extract text before delimiter and put at. When you do it at the end, you can see the usernames are all taken. I'm going to name this as username. Right? You can see that the usernames are all taken. Guys, are you clear how to extract the username? Okay, guys, please try this. Try extracting only the username. From the data, try extracting only the, okay, or you can try it on your own. I'll give you all 5 minutes. Try extracting username, domain, and company name. Try this. Let's see if it works. If not, we will, try some other things. Okay, if you are able to extract the username, the domain, and the company name, good. Okay, guys, I'll give you all 1 more minute. Try extracting this. And not only username, I mentioned also to get the domain as well as the company name. See, for you, the company name is just example. For me, I updated the data, so I'm having it. And don't worry, that is the only change. But if you want this, I need to once again upload the data. So don't worry about that. Let's have it in this manner, but get the domain name as well as the company name. Okay, have a look. I'll do this. I'll go to add column. I'll click on email. Once again, if I want to get the domain, what should I do? Anyone? What is the delimiter, or what should I work with? Or what logic? How do I get the domain name? Anyone? Can you tell me? What logic do you think we should follow? Okay, you can go with the text between. Okay. Now I want, so when I say domain, I'm going to start with domain. Company, we can get it later. Domain means this .com, .net, .org, all these are domains. So text after delimiter is one option, but let's see if it is working. I'll go to add column, extract text after delimiter. Right? I can just put dot, because anything that comes after dot is my domain, right? Com or net or in or org will be my domain. So I'll have this delimiter. I'll give OK. But when I do it, there is one small issue, and that issue is you can see that only in some cases it is proper. In a lot of cases, we are getting different names. And the reason is when giving the username, people have also used a dot. John.doe, Jane.smith, Robert.wilson. So people are using full stop on their username. So what we need to do is quickly, I'm going to delete this column. I don't want this text after delimiter. I'll delete this. I'll go back. I'll select this email, extract. Now also I'll be using text after delimiter. I'll be putting a full stop, but this time under this advanced, I'm not going to take it from the start of input, because when I take something from the start, it's also taking the username. So I'll go with from the end of the input. I'll choose this option that says from the end of the input, and no need to give any delimiters to skip. Just give OK. Now, when you do it, you can see that, okay, my bad. I used text before delimiter. I should use text after. Right? Not before, I should be using text after. So select this email, extract text after delimiter, full stop, and in advanced option, just say from the end of input. When you give OK, you can go to the end, and now the domains are all proper. Com, net, UK, IO, org, and so on. Are you guys clear with extracting domain names? So username and domain name we have extracted. Are you all clear on this? Okay, try this, and then we will move on into the last one, which is nothing but the company name. I'll give you all 1 minute. Try this, or another 2 more minutes. Please try this, and then let's move on into the company name extraction. And if you are completed this domain, try extracting the company name, which is example. For your case, it would be example. Okay, now let's get the company name. So I'll select this, add column, extract. This time when I want to get the company name, there are two things. One is I want to get the text after at symbol, and I want to get the text before dot. After at, before dot, whatever is present, that would be the name of the company. So extract, this time there is text between. Now, if you have two delimiters, you can go with text between delimiters. Starting delimiter is at, ending delimiter is dot. Here also there are a few advanced options, but I'll not be working on this advanced option because with this only we can get starting delimiter is at, ending delimiter is full stop. Just give OK and scroll to the end. This is your company name. Once again, for you, it would be examples, but don't worry on that. You will be having this name of the company. So try this, go to extract text between delimiter, starting delimiter at, ending delimiter full stop. Okay, guys, any doubts till this point? You're all clear? Okay, I'll give you a task and I want you to try this. It's okay if you're not able to do. I'll give you all 3-4 minutes and then I'll do it from my side. Try to extract the month, day, and year from the order date. Right? Try to extract the month, day, and year from the order date. If you are closing this Power Query tab, if you want to get it back, you can go to your Power BI and you have this option called as transform data. Here under home tab, you have transform data. You can click on it. It might have the saved changes or it might not. But if you want to get back, you need to select this transform data option. So guys, I've given you a question on the chat. Try solving this. Once you have done this, you can let me know. Okay, guys, I'll be doing this. Have a look. I'll select order date. And this time I'm not going to use extract, I'll not be extracting this 1/15/2023, because if this is a text column like email or name, if this is a text column, that works better, right? But since this is a date column, you can see that under this add column, there is a date option. And from this date, you can actually get age, you can get date, year, start of the year, end of the year. There are multiple options. What I'll be doing is I'll first select day, right? You can see that there is this day option. When you select day, from this, the day was actually 15. So in my case, what happens is first I have the month, and then I have the day, and then I have the year. That's how the date format is given. So you scroll to the right, you are getting the day in this manner. Right? This is another way to extract. You can select this order date, you can click on date, and you can extract the options. Similarly, if you want month, now not only month, let me do this. Let me go for the name of the month. When you select this name of the month, you are actually extracting the name like January, February, March. You can see that the name of the month is extracted. If you use the extract option from here and you put slash as a delimiter, what happens is it will be extracting the month like 1, 2, 3, 4. But what if you want it in names? If you want it in names, it's better to do this. Go to date, and here you can extract name of month. The last one that I'll be teaching you is order date. Date, you can choose year, but the other option is there is something called as name of day. So if you go to name of day, this will tell you what day is it, whether it's a Sunday, whether it's a Tuesday, Friday. So these are all data extractions. See, we didn't have this option before, but with the help of Power Query, we were able to extract the month name, the day, and so on. Right? So if you want to get the name of the month, select this order date, go to date under add column, and just get name of month. You can either choose name of month, you can choose name of day, any option that you have here, you can choose, and that would be extracted. Try this, everyone, try extracting this. Now, the last one is if you're working, and we will also be continuing Power Query tomorrow. So don't worry, but you can go to home, and you can, if you click on close and apply, this data would be loaded to your Power BI. I'll not be doing it today. As I said, I'll be working on this tomorrow. For now, if you can close this, but under home tab, there is this close and apply option. You can select this close and apply, and whatever changes that you have done will be added to your Power BI, not your original data. Your text file will remain the same, but your Power BI data would be like this. Right. Tomorrow also we will be using Power Query for a few things. We'll be trying to clean some other data. We'll be looking at different options. We'll do some calculations and all, so that it becomes clear. Right. Any doubt on what we have learned today? If you're getting month as number, select name of month. You have an option called as name of the month. You should select that. Any other questions? Guys, are you all clear? Are you now having an idea on Power Query? Okay, so we will be meeting tomorrow, and as I said, we'll be learning more on Power Query. But please join the session on time. Once again, I'm asking you all to join this session on time. Let me give you the link for the recording and the feedback form. Please do fill the feedback, and if you have missed any classes, you can refer to the recording. If you want to add the data on the recording, talk to your Sunstone team. They will be able to help you. Since I'm not uploading, they might be the correct person to talk on this. But if you want the data, any data that we have used, whatever data that we have used, everything is present in the link that I'm sharing. Right. So that's all on today's session. Thank you. Thanks a lot, everyone, for joining. Have a good night, and we'll meet.